Hi guys, welcome to CIMENT Sessions. My name is Angie and I am a stylist at CIMENT. Today for our look we are going to go for one of the most requested styles in our salon, which is the lazy wave. It's just where the hair is a little soft buckle and a soft wave in it, and you can dress it up for the Oscars or if you're going somewhere special, or it can be kind of quite beachy and dress time depending on how you finish it. So today we are going to go for just kind of in between, not too dressy and not too textured. So all we need, I've already prepped my hair with my Lingua Abla blow dry cream, and I've blow dried it off. And now to do the lazy wave, I am going to be using a product called the Heat Constructor from L'Oreal Tech NI Pli. So what Heat Constructor does, it protects it from the heat firstly, and it also has a curl memory in it. So when you put the curl in your hair, it's going to remember how to hold it. So let's just section the hair off. I'm going to just divide it into two, just straight down the middle, and then we just might take the top section from our section line. So it's easier whenever we're sort of creating any styles. If we have too much hair, we just get a little bit of it out of the way. So I'm just going to pin this first, so we've got less to work with. And I normally find with anything, I tend to like to start from the back and work my way to the front. So we'll start at the back of the hair and work our way to the front. So we're just going to take, we don't have to be too perfect with this because it is a lazy wave and it's not a perfect curl that we're looking for. So we'll just take a piece of hair from the back of the head and just something that's going to fit around the barrel of your tongs, nice and easy. So here is our Heat Constructor. I tend to just sort of spray a bit on as I go along, and then I'm just going to use my comb to comb it through. So I have my tongs here. My one is Herson's tongs, which I got in Selfridges a couple of years ago. The reason I like it is that the barrel is the same thickness the whole way down. So not unlike some ones where it's thick at the bottom and gets thinner to the top, the barrel is the same. Also the GHD wand would do really good as well, but this happens to be what I have at home, so I'm going to use that. And another tip I can give you is to keep it on 180 degrees. I don't know if you can see there, I don't think you can, but my temperature is on 180 degrees. If you have the temperature up too high, what can happen is that it'll go straight. It won't hold the curl. So 180 degrees is an ideal temperature for creating that soft wave. So just give it a little bend, and then we just take it out the same way. And then we can see that little buckle just starting to shape up there. So we'll put the tongs down and we shall just grab another piece of hair. So if you want to, what we could do is just sort of spray quite a bit of the hair. And then I feel the ends need a little bit more, so we'll just give another spray there. So like I say, if you ever styled your hair at home and by the time you go out, it's gone, that's because you haven't put any holding product or prep product in the hair. So can you see that I'm just sort of bending the hair around and I'm dragging my tongs up and down a little bit just to kind of create that nice buckle in the hair, and I'm leaving the ends straight. We're not curling the ends at all. We'll take it back out, and there's our nice little buckle starting to form again. So we're looking at keeping the ends just nice and smooth. And give it another squirt of our spray again. And off we go. So tongs is pointing down because we just want the angle of the curl quite soft, and we're just twisting around. And we're just going to give it a few minutes, just a couple of seconds up and down, and then unwind it back. And we can see that wave starting to form. So this is just what we're looking for, just a nice buckle and a nice wave, nothing too curly. And just twist the hair, point the tongs down, and just, I like to run it up and down a couple of times because that just kind of creates that nice buckle and it gives it enough time for the curl to form. Because this is sort of, we're calling it a lazy wave and it is quite a loose wave, if we don't sort of use our prep product, by the time we go out, this is going to fall, it's not going to hold. So let's give it another little spray of our Heat Constructor there. I'm going to halve that because it's just a little too much hair on it. So again, point the tongs down, get it in, and let's just give it a little wrap like that. And then up and down the hair. So you can just see how we're just kind of leaving those ends. I'm just pinching the ends and then unloosen it, so we can see that just starting to bend softly there. And take another one from here. We've already got our product in there. And again, just roll it up and down. And just, so we're nearly done. So that's all that side done there. So now we shall go to the other side. So let's spray our product on it. Put it underneath and over. Just comb the product through. And again, start from the back and work our way to the front. So again, we're going to point our tongs down, if you can see what I'm doing here, and just wrap it in. I'm just leaving the end straight and just rubbing it up and down the tongs there. And then we just unravel it and give it a little, so we can see that wave just starting to form there. So a couple more sections on this side. So again, a little twist, and let's just get that. And if you want it to curl up a bit higher, you can bring it a little closer to the root. Bring it down. And then we just unloosen it again. So I'm always quite careful with the tongs when I'm using it. You don't ever want to pick it up the wrong way or burn yourself or anything like that. So just make sure that you've got a secure table to put it down on and to be careful with it. I'm just going to put a little bit more product in there. So again, like any of the styles that I do, so as I get longevity out of it, I always use my prep product. Usually when I style my hair like this, it will last 3 days, no problem. And we have 2 more sections here left to go. And then we'll have the top done really quickly. And it's worth just taking your time with it and just making sure that you get the curl into it, because that way you're going to get longevity and you're going to get a couple of days out of it. And even if your hair is quite straight, because you've put your prep product in it and we've worked our heat conductor in it and it's got a curl memory, then it is going to hold for you. And we have 1 more section left to do here. So again, let's just wrap it in, point your tongs down and give it a little twist in and out. And I'm just going to give that root a little bit more. So if you want to give it a bit more fullness around the face there. Now, so we can see all that starting to take shape and our lazy wave starting to come through there. Now, let's just take down our top section. And again, let's just get our heat constructor. Give it a little spray. This one I will probably just do in like 2 sections. So that's our product gone in. And I'm just making sure the product is worked through nicely, because we don't want it like product heavy in one place and lighter in the other. So just making sure that we're working that through. And let's bring up our tongs again and just loosely come down into it. And we just say we don't want it too curly, so my hair is a little finer on the top, so we don't need to take, we can take our sections a little bit thicker. And then unroll it and just see if you're happy with the kind of curl that you're getting there. And our last little bit in the front. And we don't want the front too curly, so it's really just to give it a small bend here in the front. So again, just that buckle through the middle. And it'll just sort of blend in with the rest of the hair. Great. And our other side. So I tend to pick the hair up when I'm spraying it because we don't want to respray what we've done already. We've already sprayed the bottom, so we don't want any more spray going on that. And I'd say just 2 sections, so take one here. Great. And again, we're just going to point the tongs down and we are going to give it a little wrap. And a little in and out with our tongs here. And just let it go softly. And one more section to go. And then we're on to our fringe. So a little bend. And our fringe. Just to give it a little bend because we don't want it too much. And we are done. So depending on what you want to do now, whether you just want to sort of run your fingers through it and just shake it out, or you can get your paddle brush and you can just give it a little brush if you want it a little bit more styled. You don't really want to brush it out too much. It's literally just kind of getting that sort of little wave into it. And just run your fingers through it as you want it. And we are done. Lazy wave. So guys, with it being Easter weekend, I really wish you a very happy Easter. Hope you have a lovely weekend. And if you are gonna go for a wave in your hair this weekend, I hope this tutorial and tips work for you. Happy Easter, everyone.